Hi, this is Paul Howell, Managing Editor for Singapore Business Review, and today I'm presenting the Technology Excellence Awards for 2021, celebrating all the best, the brightest, the most dynamic and the most innovative digital projects from across Singapore business over the last 12 months. Winning in the online services category for the real estate industry was Huttons Asia, and I'm joined now by its CEO, Mark Yip. Mark, thanks very much for being here and congratulations.
Yeah, good morning, Paul. On behalf of Huttons Asia, I'm glad to be here to receive this award to recognize our effort for the past few years, embracing the technology, moving forward in this industry.
Look, it's an incredibly well-deserved honour. Can you tell us a little bit more about the winning project, which was a technological transformation at Huttons?
Huttons, being a company that comes 2022, 20-year-old, for the last few years, we have improved our technology from the back end to the front end. A mobile phone in today's is not just a phone that connects you and me on the conversations. We put lots of apps that embrace the technology to enable our salesperson, which we have about 3,300 salesperson on the road, handling about 130 projects in Singapore and 50 projects worldwide. Technology indeed does help us to do that connect between our salesperson and also the prospect or the customer on the ground, be it in Singapore or overseas. The online platform that we have created has many technology, the e-learning portal, and then we have the e-tutorial. We even have the e-portal, which helps to connect the customer, giving them relevant information so that they could make the right decisions.
It sounds like there are a whole lot of different elements to this project. Is there one particular element or aspect of it that you and your team are most proud of?
It is. I think one of the key projects that we put it on in the early part of this year is the ultimate project search, which, as I mentioned, we handle 130 over projects in Singapore, 50 over projects worldwide. In order to enable our salesperson to have the most updated information that they can pass on to the customer, being on a very informed basis, effectively and efficiently. So a touch of the button on the mobile phones, we're able to enable you to search all the relevant information that the prospect need on the ground. Now, this year, we even enhance it with the ultimate resale platform that helps the customer on projects that is in the resale market. Now, this seamless information transpired between the agent and between the prospect, not just on the local, but on an international basis. Now, on the entire platform fast, we always look at how fast this information, how updated this information. All this will be on the platform itself that are able to give the customer, with a press of the button, what they need to know.
So does the transformation project have implications or even applications outside of the real estate industry for other industries?
If I may say, it does have impact, effect on the banks, because today customers, most of them would go to the bank for a loan. So they need to calculate how much they could afford. So we do have these apps, we call it the financial calculator, that helps that built in, working with the bank and the interest rates and how much they could borrow, the tenure of the product, and also the number of years that could put in. All these are embedded them to how much they can borrow in order to purchase this product. So it does helps the bank in a way or to make the buyer, instead of going to the bank to know how much they could borrow, the financial calculator that we have in today's apps are really enabling them to make such a good purchase and informed decision.
Now, technology is always changing and it's always evolving. How does Huttons Asia look to stay relevant in such a competitive and fast-moving landscape?
I think we are all aware that in today's market, you just can't stay still. Technology is moving rapidly. What works today may not be relevant in tomorrow. So what we have in our backroom is we have a team that is consistently looking to upgrade what we have and listening to the ground talking to our agents and also talking to our customer, how we could improve the process, be it on the documentation, be it on the transaction, be it even on informations that help them to make an intelligent choice.
Now, what is likely to be Huttons' focus over the next 2 or 3 years? Are there further initiatives or programs that your clients and customers and stakeholders can look forward to?
I think as at now, we cannot be complacent. Today, customer have the intellect, and sometimes they know what they want. So we must always be ahead of the curve. We need to talk to partners, vendors, what are the latest technology in the market, and how we could embrace them and enhance what we have. Even we are very comfortable with what we have on, for example, the financial calculator is good enough, but we are trying to enable it that the process of churning out the numbers faster, simpler, and easy to use. Besides, on the education part, which is the agents that helps to transact the sales, we need to keep them updated with what are the market informations. So we have this e-learning portal to put information on them on a day-to-day basis that they know what is going on in the market. Besides all these apps that we have, we do have what we call an e-transformation platform that enable from the point of sales to the back end, a seamless documentation process, which we are working on it.
So I understand you also have some programs in place for young leaders. Can you tell us a bit about those?
Yes, we do recognize that, in today's market, the young, the hungry, is a force to be reckoned with. So early part of this year, we have formed this Millennial Club. Predominantly consists of young people which are below 35 years old. And many of these people that are with us are just 1 to 3 years in this industry. But guess what they are making? Some of them are making $1 million in a year. Generally, most of them are making good money, 5 figures. This particular focus on this Millennial Club, do help us to pilot and embrace the technology, accelerate the usage. We all do recognize in today's reality, Paul, you and me are probably in the 50s. We do need young people that give us the extra passion and energy, that lead and putting a mobile phone on their hand, give them that knowledge and that reach, that empower them to close deal faster, effectively, more to the ground. The usage of this technology on the pair of young hands does give Huttons an extra edge in the market. Now, I'm very proud to say that we are the very first few to get these young people in the limelight. When we do celebrate our 19 years celebration, Minister Desmond was with us, and the opening of this club was officially announced. It gave our followers or our competitor, a shake-up, and I'm aware that many of them are already moving towards this younger generation.
Now, finally, Mark, what does it mean to you and all of your team at Huttons Asia to have won at this year's SBR Technology Excellence Awards?
I always believe that, one swallow don't make a summer. It is always a team effort together with my HQ team and also my agents, which many of them are very young, very dynamic, and they embrace the technology, consistent dialogue and conversations, listening to the ground. And more importantly, is winning this award is just the beginning. It's a recognition that reminds us that we should not stop at where we are. Move forward.
And on that note, thank you very much, Mark Yip. Congratulations again, and we'll see you again soon.
My pleasure, Paul.